Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox, that's Ben Olson, together with the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email from Bilal.
Bilal. Hey, Ben and Nathan. I'm a Demon student who's preparing for a mid-170s score on the August LSAT. This is not my first time studying for the LSAT, as I took a diagnostic test years ago and scored a 146. I was unhappy with that diagnosis. Okay. So I busted my ass during studying with 7th stage and got to the 165 to 171 practice test range. But I wasn't able to break through that plateau, so I gave up. Cringe. That's what Bilal wrote. 2 years have passed and I'm ready to try again. I've been doing the Demon and my ratings are interesting. I have 77 in LR. Okay, so for context here, the Demon rates you for all 3 sections. It gives you a score between 0 and 100, and it's just based on the questions you're doing. And as you do better on harder questions and do them more quickly, your scores go up. So out of 100, Bilal has a 77 in LR, a 22 in games, and a 36 in reading comp. I'm trying to get perfect games again, but damn, what happened? Okay. By the way, these scores all start at 0 for everybody, and they go up as you do more questions. So maybe you've just been practicing a lot of LR. Anyways, luckily I have plenty of time to prepare for the test. I work a lot, so my plan is to drill each section for 45 to 60 minutes daily. So that's 3 hours of studying. Once my ratings reflect the potential for a higher score, I'm going to transition into sections and time practice tests. I might also be interested in upgrading to premium for the classes. Any advice? Are the gains I hope to make realistic? Yes, the gains you hope to make are realistic. You're already scoring close to one. You're knocking on the door of 170, or you have actually entered that with your practice tests. So I'm not concerned about that. I am concerned about your study plan, though.
Yeah, Bilal, my best advice, and this is like it's an advertisement for myself, but sign up for 1 month of our live program and start coming to our classes, because our teachers would never let you've been wasting time on this study plan, and our teachers never would have let you get away with it. You need to be doing maybe not full timed practice tests, but you need to be doing timed sections right now. I mean, you've scored 165 to 171 before. Why the hell aren't you doing timed sections?
Side note, and this is not necessarily intentional, but if you do a time section, your scores in games and reading comp will bump up a lot faster. Because if all you're doing is drilling, the drilling tool is taking you through easier questions, and as you prove yourself, it's going up. But when you do a time section, you can immediately prove yourself on harder questions because the time section has level 5, level 4 questions in it. And if you're doing that well, it's going to recognize that and be like, okay, well, you just did really well on those harder questions, so boom, your scores are going to jump up. It honestly looks like you've just been drilling mostly logical reasoning. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Start doing timed sections. If you're studying for 3 hours a day, then you can certainly do one timed section as part of that 3 hours every day.
Absolutely.
Rotate through games, LR, RC, games, LR, RC. And thoroughly review all of the mistakes you're making. I think you'll see your ratings go up immediately. Not that ratings really ultimately are what we're going for. We're going for a higher LSAT score. You can also merge the section scores together to give yourself a full practice test score so that you can watch your progress on the 120 to 180 LSAT scale. But the thing I really want you to do, Bilal, is come show up in class and talk to us, because if you're doing this wrong, then you're doing a million other things wrong. And your time is your most valuable resource, but right now you're wasting time. You're working real hard, but you're just not efficient enough in your study time. And I don't know what you're doing wrong until I talk to you. You're probably doing wrong things on questions. You're doing wrong things in your approach to games. You're doing who knows how many different tactical and strategic errors you're making. And so a lot of people do this. They start with basic, and then they're like, well, I'll upgrade to live closer to the test.
Yeah.
But I would rather you do just 1 month of live. Come to as many classes as you can. Say hi, if you can, comment in the chat, turn on your camera, make a comment, really engage with all of our awesome teachers. Because if you come hang out with a bunch of badasses who all scored in the 170s, you're gonna find those breakthroughs, I think, a hell of a lot faster. Then you could go back to studying on basic by yourself for as long as you need to.
Yeah.
But come say hi is my best advice. And by the way, I do have free classes every other Thursday. I do my study group that's free on Zoom. All you need is a Demon free account. So everybody is invited to that class. 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. And Bilal, you should be at that too. If you haven't already, you should come to that and engage.
Cool.
Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.